Lagunitas, this fucking beer is delicious. All right. Today I want to talk about video games and video game addiction and how parents basically shit on you for liking video games. They want to blame video games for your failures. They want to blame video games for your addiction. I'm going to be honest, yeah, video games are extremely addicting. They're extremely fun, and that's why they're so addicting. They're video games are like a drug. It's basically a drug. It's my escape. I escape reality whenever I'm in pain, whenever I'm stressed, whenever I just need an escape. I go to video games. It's the best drug in the world. And the thing is, for the most part, it's not too detrimental to your health. Obviously, it can be if you're just sitting around, you're not being active, you're eating unhealthy food. But there could be worse drugs. You could be addicted to alcohol. Okay, you could be addicted to heroin. It could be a lot worse. You know, so it's a serious addiction. It's very it gets in the way of your life. I mean, I'll tell you what, it definitely ruined my life, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I could do better, but parents really like to, the way at least the way I grew up. My parents really like to shit on me for being so addicted to these games, but they're missing the part where they want to blame the video games. They want to say that why can't you get off these video games? Why are you're just playing all the time? You don't do your schoolwork. You don't do what you need to do. You don't even focus when you need to do. You're letting these games ruin your life. But I was 4 or 5. How when I first started playing video games, my first N64, I was on 4 or 5. How was I able to get an N64 as a 4-year-old? Hmm. Hmm. I think that was my parents. Oh, interesting. Now, you're saying that these games are ruining my life, and it's and I need to focus, I need to get off the games, but you buy me the games? Imagine your parents buying you heroin and being like, "Oh, how dare you? How dare you focus on heroin so much? How dare you be so addicted? How dare you? Get off the heroin." And then they keep buying you more heroin. Because as a kid, I have no money. You know who's buying me these games? You know who's buying these games that I'm so addicted to? My parents. Now, let's think. Why would your parents give you video games, heroin? Why would they give you video games? Okay, maybe it doesn't cross their mind that, oh, it's very detrimental to their development in the sense of how addictive it can be if it's left uncontrolled. But who's responsible? Whose responsibility is it to put control over the amount of time that you get to play video games? You can't blame you can't blame video games and then just let your kids play 12, 14 hours, 18 hours a day and then be surprised that they're fucking addicted and they're struggling with everything else. It's ridiculous. You want to blame video games, but because you can't accept the fact that it's your fault, your negligence as a parent, because you know what, why you let kids play so many video games, because it's so much easier for them to be distracted and do their own thing and leave you alone so you could watch your telenovelas. Because I'm Hispanic, so my mom, all she would do was watch telenovelas and do your thing and leave me on the side, and you don't have to worry about me. And then you shit on me for being addicted to these games while you let me play them 18 hours a day, and then you're surprised that I'm where I'm at. You have to hold some responsibility for yourself. I I I let my daughter play video games in the corner. I give her a tablet, let her play her little video games, and so she doesn't bother me, and so I can play my video games. So she doesn't cry. She's distracted. I don't have to take care of her. I just let her play her games. And you know what? I'm not gonna make her feel like shit for it. I accept the fact that I'm being a terrible parent and I'm letting my daughter be distracted by video games so I could play my video games and do whatever I want. I'm I can own up to the fact that I'm letting video games raise my daughter. You know, at least I can own up to it. And you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna make my daughter feel like shit. I'm not gonna make her feel like shit for me feeding her addiction. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna love the shit out of her. I'm gonna give her a hug and I'm gonna tell her I love you. And if she's a video game addict, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play some motherfucking video games together. You know? And you know I'm gonna support her whatever she does. You know? And at least I can own up to it. Now, rant over. I just want to say that. Take some accountability. And don't forget to follow my stream at twitch.tv/gotsnuff. You know, and so you could watch amazing content like this. Hello?
Welcome back.
Oh my god. Okay. So Baku no Pico. It's a story about a cross-dressing boy that meets this older man that they have sex together. And let me tell you, it is graphic with the blurred penises, of course. So it's like a 60-year-old cross-dressing boy that looks like a girl. They have like crazy erotic sex with this older man. So then this little cross-dressing boy goes back to his friends and teaches them how to have sex. And then they have like an orgy of three little cross-dressing boys.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So
Why am I
fascinating.
not surprised you would watch that?
No, I haven't gotten past the first episode, but this is definitely the anime that I recommend everyone to watch as their first anime.
That's not an anime, dude.
Look, listen, they don't know any better.
That's a hentai
They don't know any better.
with extra steps.